Welcome back. This time we're going to do some passing practice. Challenges like this one offer multiple ways to beat it. On this drive, you must either complete 3 passes or pass for a touchdown. Remember, if you ever forget what the conditions are for beating a challenge, you can just pause the game and view them under challenge goals. So it's 1st and 10 for the Bears on offense as they get ready to go.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Shift, watch the shift. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot. Leopard. Hot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a really fine play there because anytime you see a comeback route, that means you cannot just stay in one spot and make a play on the ball. You've got to move your feet and move with the receiver, and that's exactly what he did.
To throw again, Anderson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on 3rd and long. Anderson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one good for 16 yards and a 1st. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10, Anderson. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Maclin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Great job. Now, of course, solo challenges are not always this easy, and the next challenge will give you 2 conditions that must be completed in order to win. Time now to work on some defense. We're also upping the difficulty by requiring you to complete 2 different conditions to beat this challenge. In the first 3 plays, you must stop your opponent from gaining more than 10 rushing yards, and you must prevent them from completing more than 2 passes. And the Steelers, they're ready to rock on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Roethlisberger to his big target, James. All 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. There's another one down. Now that you got a feel for playing solos, we're going to focus on team building. The next sequence of challenges will reward you with some new players to improve your lineup. Okay, we're shifting our focus to team building now. Beat this challenge to earn a new player for your team. To win, Pass for 5 or more yards on the first 3 plays. And the offense readies for a first down and 10.
All right, here we go. Detroit! 3-19!
On first down, Anderson over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Mackerel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Great work. Now exit the challenge to receive your new player and promote him to a starter. You do this by selecting the Promote to Starter option in the item's action menu. Come back for the next challenge to earn another player and learn how to manage your lineup. Complete this challenge to earn another player, and we'll show you a different way to put him in your lineup. Now, you beat this challenge by allowing 5 or fewer completed passes this drive. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On the counter, here's Bell. They find some open field here. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
4 down. Set. 180.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. What a play. It's a 1st down as they get 19 yards on the fake punt. Wow, what a gutsy call. If you're the defense, opening drive, you just got the stop, or at least you think, and then boom, right back on the field for more.
It had the feel of something that they had planned for all week long. Hey, first drive of the game, let's be aggressive, let's go get them. And now defensively, they've got to be writing notes to themselves. In practice, work on fake punts right out of the gate because that was really unexpected.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here we go. Set. Lock 80. 40 seconds. 40 seconds.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Great job completing yet another solo challenge. Now this time, try putting the new player you just earned into your lineup from the adjust lineup screen. And also make sure to return for the next challenge because you will earn enough coins to purchase a pack from the store. In this challenge, you're up by 5 points with 2 minutes left in the game. You must prevent your opponent from scoring a touchdown before time runs out to win the game. And the Steelers, they're ready to rock on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 36 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. The protection really holding up that time. That's what you want in the 2-minute drill, but the coverage equally as good.
Yeah, I'd say it's protection both sides, right? Get it for the quarterback, make sure you have time to throw the football, and he did. Plenty of time, but nowhere to go with it downfield. So the coverage, as you noted, terrific.
Back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
3-19! 3-19! Leopard! 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 Leopard!
Now Anderson throwing on 3rd and long. Excellent. You now have enough coins to purchase a pack from the store. After you exit this challenge, you can navigate to the store in the main MUT menu to buy a pack. Make sure to come back for your final preseason challenge so you can unlock the main campaign.
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the coach, and we're set to bring you coverage from Madden Ultimate Team. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one, between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. With that, let's get out to venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Standing by with the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
In this challenge, you'll play a full game to gauge if you're ready to continue to the regular season. You must win this game to unlock the main campaign. Plus, you'll get to select a legendary player to be your team captain. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Soldier Field. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former 6th-round pick out of Oregon State, Derek Anderson.
A nice long career in the NFL for Derek Anderson. Most of it as a backup, although he did have one Pro Bowl appearance with the Cleveland Browns. The native of Scappoose, Oregon.
Wow.
The pride of that city.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Now, check. Patriot. Patriot. Leopard. Leopard.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Philly, here we go. Leopard.
Now it's Morris. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
Anderson now off the play fake. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
We got three, fellas. White 80.
There's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires. The first quarter of action. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. We'll be back with more of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Cliff Averill in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway.
Delay of game, offense.
They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
But now the Bears coming out as they get ready and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Alfred Morris taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. Extra point just does sneak over the bar, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Extra point try now for Walsh. And This is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the butt.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We want to remind you that new this year in regular season games, I'll take you around the NFL and give you stats and scores from games in progress, as well as look back at games that have already been completed. So keep an eye out for that, but for now, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. That counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It was brought down by Armani Bryant. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. It's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead. It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. A give to Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, Roethlisberger goes underneath for Bell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now Roethlisberger looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is third and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Ready? 180.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Cliff Averill in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Bears are going to win the football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Leopard!
They'll start it on on the ground with Morris. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard, hot!
They run again with Morris. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field.
Now let's go! Blue landed! No, Jake, Patriot! Patriot! Leopard!
Now Anderson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Brad Wing now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now Brown. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. And some space here. Shreds him with a stiff arm. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And now it's second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 13. Blue 30.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.